What's up, After? How you doing? So tonight, it's going to be a kind of a little quick show tonight, since next week, who's going to SmackDown when it comes to SA in July, because I'm going. Awesome. I will be there. We're going to touch on Raw. We're going to touch on a little bit of SmackDown tonight. Actually, quite a bit of SmackDown tonight since next week is the pay-per-view. A little bit of Raw tonight as well. We have our Laying the SmackDown segment as well, where we touch on one thing we do like or really dislike going on in the WWE product. And also, a new show to announce that's coming next week. And also, our 1-year anniversary show is also next weekend, the show of Money in the Bank. 1 year ago, we started at Money in the Bank, and we're still going strong. Believe it or not. And we appreciate everybody's support, all the follows, all the hearts, all the support on Twitter. So let's jump right into Raw. We'll touch a little bit on it tonight. Samoa Joe and Paul Heyman. That segment has a lot of people talking because I guess pretty much it's Samoa Joe. It's a guy that we all been waiting to see in this type of feud against this certain wrestler, Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman and him had a little one-on-one last night in the ring, which ended up with Samoa Joe choking Paul Heyman out. Dave, what did you think of that segment?
I thought it was good. I think we all seen it coming, though. You could tell Joe was going to choke him out. He just really was. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good segment. I think you were talking about you can't wait to see like Heyman and Joe interact with each other. I think it'd be really cool, and it was. And I like how Joe said all that stuff. I would love to have Heyman as my advocate or all that stuff, which is interesting and it's fun. It's really going to be a fun match. Most people probably didn't expect this match, and I'm one of those. I was like, wow, I wanted the match, yes. I think all of us wanted to see this match, but we just thought it was going to be one of the three faces that were in the match were going to win it. And that's what was crazy that we got Joe.
Does that make Brock babyface? Yeah, that's my question for you. It seems the route they're going is...
Yeah, I didn't think about that, yeah.
They're kind of making Samoa Joe the heel and kind of making Brock Lesnar the face. It will kind of make sense if they are going the route where they wanted to have Brock Lesnar face Strowman at SummerSlam. The Strowman as obviously the heel, but you were going to expect Strowman still going to get some cheers. But it's just kind of funny and weird to me to make Brock Lesnar the guy. The guy is still hated for beating The Undertaker, so I'm not sure if he's going to be getting a lot of cheers versus some.
He could get a lot of cheers inside the arena, yes. But a lot of the fans a lot of hardcore fans really don't like Brock simply because the IWC, like you like to call them, Internet Wrestling Community, that Brock is never there defending the title. And he's never on Raw. He's never on TV. Mm-hmm. People want not a TV champion, but a TV champion. They want someone who's actually there every week.
Yeah, so... He will be there next week on Raw, so that should be interesting. I wonder if they're going to get into some physical altercation.
I think they have to.
It's going to be very interesting to see how physical these two go because Samoa Joe, he's physical himself, so it's going to be interesting to see how these two guys
go at it. About it, but I really hope, to me, which they probably won't go this route, but I really wish they would have touch clause or something. Don't even touch each other at all. I would love for it to wait till the pay-per-view until we see them even touch each other at all. No contact at all. Otherwise, the match is off. I would love something like that.
That'd be great.
We've never seen this is the first time ever, and I would love to never see them even touch each other until the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic. Again, this is Get to Tables podcast. This is episode number 67. We are live every Tuesday night. Following SmackDown Live, we go over Raw, SmackDown, and any other wrestling news going around. And we're also live every NXT TakeOver and obviously every WWE pay-per-view. So we'll be live next weekend. Like I said, it's going to be our 1-year anniversary show. We'll be doing a giveaway as well. Next week is going to be a pretty packed show, to say the least, but we'll touch a little bit more on that later. Okay, so here's my question for you, Dave. We had obviously Reigns versus Bray Wyatt open the show. Pretty good match. Reigns gets the win. We had Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins in the main event. Bray Wyatt ends up getting involved and costing Rollins the match, kind of flickering the lights, whatever have you. So it looks like that's going to be the new feud going around Raw. So my question is, what do you do with Roman Reigns? And there was no Finn Balor on the show either. So
that's kind of odd too.
Yeah. So
Hopefully not injured or anything.
What do you think they're going to be doing with Reigns and Balor?
I'm guessing there you go, right there. I guess. I mean, you
put one of them. You now.
I guess that's what they would do. I don't know. I mean, man, it's tough to say. I mean, since they didn't really do nothing in their match, because the opening match usually they might set something up, but they never did. So it just ended up being a straight match that Reigns ended up winning, and it was a good match. But then, like, they didn't really do nothing with until you seen Bray's music or whatever you want to call it hit, and then Joe won. So yeah, it seems like everyone thought they're going Balor Rollins, so it makes me wonder if is Balor injured or something like that, because recently all of a sudden went to Rollins and Bray.
Yeah, that's a good point because someone just mentioned in the Periscope chat room that Bray came in teasing the feud with Balor, and now he's going after Rollins seemingly.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like all of a sudden it's Reigns, and I don't mind it. It should be good. I can only imagine what who is saying about it, but yeah, I mean it can be good. It could be interesting little rivalry, just because of the whole Shield thing. I think would be kind of cool.
Okay, all right.
The whole history between the Shield and the Wyatt family.
The one thing also it seemingly looks like is the Drifter is to be the guy that is over right now. Had a match with Ambrose last night.
Match though, I mean, because Ambrose threw him out of the ring, then Miz distracted him. Then
okay. So I guess more what I'm trying to say is he got beat down, but in the end, he still looked on. He still was the guy on top because he came back in.
Is probably people can. I know people are gonna hate on this, but to me, Ambrose right now is the most interesting Shield character on Raw right now, just because of what he's doing. The whole. Just a very entertaining Austin-esque stuff he's doing. It's really funny. I enjoy it.
Okay. Nice. So would you say right now your favorite guy on Raw is Ambrose?
No, it's Joe.
Okay, Samoa Joe. Okay, fine, fair enough. All right, so more than likely you think Balor and Reigns are going to be feuding coming in Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, which is just a weird-ass pay-per-view in itself.
If he's not injured, yeah, but I mean, if it's or I don't know what that dude Reigns. Honestly, probably put him against somebody. Maybe they're building up the Drifter to take on Reigns.
Well, yeah, good point. Maybe.
I mean, if you look at the Drifter, you know who he reminds me of? Corbin. When Corbin first came in, he was white hot, and it seems like Corbin's kind of fizzled out a little bit. I think Corbin's fizzled out a little bit, and it seems like Drifter could be a little similar to Corbin.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's touch about. Hey, what's up, Corzi? The one real interesting storyline on Raw, and that's the Enzo and Cass, where this time Cass was the one taken out. And I put a poll on the Twitter that do you think Cass is faking these attacks, kind of like trying to frame someone else? And like 80% think it's Cass. Like everybody more than likely thinks it's Cass turning on Enzo.
It's funny though because now it's like them saying like, "Oh, Enzo, did you attack Cass?" It's like that now. And then all of a sudden, him and the Big Show became like this awesome dynamic duo.
Yep, I sure am.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I don't know. It just seems they really they're going with the note if Enzo can't do this by himself, like he can't do things by himself, that he needs somebody by his side.
Well, it was like a tag match. He needed a partner.
Yeah, I know, but he's like it just seemed like he can't be without Cass. Is what he.
Well,
What
it
it
was funny to me. It seemed like Enzo was. I'm starting to wonder if it was Enzo who set everything up, like he's getting attacked every week, like he put out there on Twitter last night, just because he's like, okay, come on, he's good, we can go, let's go, we're good. I thought it was like, okay, this is interesting.
Now I'm wondering how far and how long are they going to play this out, and seeing who actually is the actual people that are or person that's taking these guys out. There's been rumors of the Revival taking them out, or
They were there again last night. If you notice that,
they were behind Kurt Angle. The Kurt Angle storyline is still going on as well. The third sheets are going wild that it's going to be Stephanie McMahon, of course. Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, some kind of they're the reason behind the whole Kurt Angle storyline.
What Kurt Angle? Oh, you saying those are two? Okay, see, I took that as like being one separate story. So you're saying that's two different storylines. The Enzo and Cass thing is separate from this whole Kurt Angle cell phone thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I took that as it's like video proof of who did what to Cass. That's what I was taking that.
No,
as.
I think.
Okay, that makes sense. I seen the tweet he put out too. So that
I
makes
think
more sense.
this is Stephanie McMahon sending something out to Corey Graves, and he's told to tell Kurt Angle, and then this is all starting up right now. I think the whole Enzo and casting are separate. I'm curious to figure out how they find that out, who they find out, and when they find out, because that's obvious. Is it HBK Triple H 2003 all over again? It definitely reminds me of when wrestling is fake. We know. Thank you. Appreciate the view. Throw some hearts if you don't mind as well. Even throw a follow if you want to. I'm wondering, because this is SummerSlam match written all over it. You know what I mean? No. Enzo and Cass. To me, I think it's.
I don't know if it's that good. I would say Great Balls of Fire. I don't know about SummerSlam.
No, it's not going to be Great Balls of Fire. Come on, a tag team breaking up.
Yeah, but they're not that big of a tag team, though. I mean, they're over. Enzo's more over than Cass is.
Okay, but if it's trash, then why are you in here? There's no point of you being in here. Appreciate the view, though. Throw some hearts as well.
I just don't know if it's SummerSlam worthy of them two breaking up. I think
it's well, appreciate you chilling in here. SummerSlam is a 4-hour pay-per-view. You got to remember that.
I know that. I get that, but I'm just saying. I just don't know if you look. I'm just looking at it as SummerSlam.
It's in Brooklyn. It's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they are from Brooklyn. Okay, yeah, I guess that would make sense. But just to me, I don't think it's a SummerSlam worthy rivalry. That's in my opinion. If that's what happens, I just don't think it is.
What if he beats the shit late to the party today? Yes, you are, man. You got to get all these trolls out of here for us, man. What if Cass turns on them and beats the crap out of them? Sort of Triple H sends Cass to the hospital. I'm sorry, to Enzo to the hospital for a while, and then
that's what you're Triple H.
Then he comes back, and to a big ass pop, out of nowhere he comes back and beats down Cass with like a chair or something, and they set up the match to SummerSlam. What if it's set up kind of like that? I don't know if you break them up, they both decline in their careers. Wow. I think Cass is the attacker still. He was taking being attacked. Oh, he was talking being attacked last night. He took that attack. Do you think now that he got attacked? Do you think now that the big show is going to be attacked now? Do you think next week? Oh, faking. Okay. Do you think Big Show will be laid out next week on Raw?
That'd be a possibility. Yeah, I didn't expect to see him show up last night. Honestly, I thought they seemed like a better pairing than Enzo and Cass. The Big Show and Cass seemed like just a better team.
Because they're both silly guys. Big Show's that silly giant. And I did cry. I did laugh when he was like, "This is not how you do it. This is not how we do it." When he picked him up, he threw him on Slater. I thought that was fun. Raw doesn't need any more single competitors. I'm surprised if they do break them up that they didn't even win the tag titles. That's what's the crazy thing. Like, it's crazy.
Maybe I don't know. It's not like they're not getting over because they are getting over. Maybe they just want to. He's a big guy, so Vince loves those big guys. He wants to push them as the singles star.
Yeah, that's what I guess.
They were teasing it. Enzo got injured for a lot. Like they're making Cass out to be this big star and all that, so they were doing it there back then.
The hearts are very much appreciated. I think if they break up, Cass gets a big push and Enzo fades away. That's what everybody thinks, is that Enzo would fade away without.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would fade away because he's so good on the mic. Even though he might not be like a great huge superstar, I think he would still be okay. You could team him up with somebody else and start a whole new tag team.
Or maybe
Enzo would be good with any.
205. Maybe go to 205.
No, he can't. Remember, he said he's 206.
Oh, he's 206. Did he really say that? I didn't never.
He said he said it like, Big Show, don't worry. I'm 206, so you're rolling with a heavyweight.
Oh wow. Oh, that's funny. They need to get Matt Hardy to get broken gimmicks so he can and break it. Start a few. They're working on it, man. Trust me, they're working on it. Send Enzo to SmackDown, reunite with Carmella. I mean, Would
you rather see Cass reunited with Carmella instead of Enzo?
I may be the guy. I might be alone on this, but I enjoy the pairing of Ellsworth and Carmella. I actually enjoy that pairing because, I mean, obviously Ellsworth is the talking piece. He's the one that's getting Carmella the boos of obvious because Carmella, when she's on the mic, she gets silent.
Yeah, I mean, he's better than her right now. She needs him more than he needs her.
So, I mean, Ellsworth helps Carmella a lot. But
duh.
I what you guys mean on that. Yeah, duh. So let's is there anything else to touch on? I take that back. I can't, man. I enjoy it. Is there anything else on Raw that we should touch on other than how they're kind to how long till we find out? That's the question, man. I think they're gonna keep playing it up.
Which one would you rather he find out more about?
I think next week
Angle thing or the Enzo thing.
Honestly, I think next week, I don't think Enzo or Cass, neither one of them get attacked. I think Big Show gets taken out. Thank you. WWE is fake. Appreciate it. Thanks for the view. Throw some hearts and throw a follow if you don't mind as well. We appreciate that. We have Big Show get taken out, and then none of them get taken out this time, and maybe they play it off like that. Maybe Big Show starts accusing maybe Cass, and then maybe you have a little rivalry go there, a little feud go there, and then maybe Enzo's caught in the middle kind of thing.
Yeah, you could have like Cass jumping Enzo and then Big Show being the one who comes out and saves him type thing, where they set up more like Cass versus Big Show feud than Enzo.
No, because what if? Oh yes, Goldust and R-Truth. Very good point there. Yes, because what if? Before we move on, what if they do this? Maybe, say Big Show was attacked last night, laid out on Raw. You don't know what the hell goes down. That following week, Big Show shows up to Raw, gets into Cass's face and says, "I know it was you that attacked me." Blah 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 blah. To the point to where Cass kind of plays it off, saying it wasn't him, right? So maybe say Cass gets taken out that night, and then says it's Big Show. They start a feud. Now, maybe not so much a feud, but maybe Enzo gets involved to where he's stuck in the middle, and that kind of maybe fuels the feud to Cass.
Maybe, yeah, you have Enzo kind of like friends with both, and he doesn't know what to do, and then type thing.
And then say maybe Cass really snaps, attacks Enzo.
Kind of like the Kevin Nash, Triple H, HBK little thing with the caught in the middle type thing.
Appreciate the hearts, man. The hearts are very much appreciated. That helps our gets more people in here, gets you guys more people to chat with other than just us two bozos. Again, it's Get the Tables podcast is episode number 67. We're live every Tuesday night after SmackDown Live. I'm liking the whole Kurt Angle and Corey Graves angle about the text message. Yeah, man, last night's Raw, man, I have no complaints. Raw was actually really good. I love the storylines. The Goldust retro promos, man. They're very good.
I really hope they go
It.
really deep with it. I really do. I hope they go really deep with it and just let it simmer and go a long way.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being really pissed off, 1 not really giving a damn. How mad would you be if they did these promos between R-Truth and Goldust, and it ends up to the pay-per-view, and R-Truth beats Goldust?
See, I don't know if I'd be pissed, but I think Goldust, you would think right now, would be. I just don't. Why would you rebring? I get what you're saying. Why would you? I just look at like. I guess I'd be mad because you would think, why would you rebrand Goldust just to have him lose to R-Truth? I think Goldust, after putting up with all this stuff, deserves a freaking good little run. And a lot of people are calling for Ambrose and Goldust feud.
Good.
You know?
Yeah.
A lot of people want to see that. Ambrose and Goldust. Like a Piper Goldust kind of revisited type thing. You want to see that.
Yeah, a lot of people are enjoying this. This is the Goldust that we grew up watching. So
I don't know how far it would be to that point, just because we're in the Attitude Era. So I don't know if Goldust would be going anywhere near as far as he did.
No.
When, you know, so that'd be kind of hard to really say the same. But if he went back to like the actual Goldust gimmick and not the stuttering gimmick or the where he got electrocuted, just stay away from that.
Is a good feud. Yeah, you know who I'm surprised is not in here tonight? The Texas Kid for Life. This is probably Kid for Life's first time ever not being in the podcast. Some he must have had an injury or something. No internet, something where he's not in the show, because I know he would be debating a lot of these comments tonight in the chat room.
About Bray Wyatt and Rollins.
Right. So let's touch on let's go to bigger question. Has Goldust done enough to be a Hall of Famer? Oh, definitely.
Yeah. God, yes.
Oh, definitely. I think 100%.
Oh, he's done enough to be a TNA Hall of Famer.
Oh, Jesus. We'll touch on TNA, all you Impact lovers, if there is any in here. We're going to touch on Impact later. But now we are going to touch on the SmackDown segment before we touch on SmackDown. This is where I give Dave 1 minute to touch on one thing he really likes or really hates going on in the WWE. So let's go with your laying the SmackDown segment, Dave.
I'm going to do something positive this week because I really like what the SmackDown side is doing with the Fashion Files and with the New Day, like they did tonight. We haven't really talked about SmackDown, but I just really like what SmackDown. If the rumors are true that Road Dogg is writing SmackDown, and what's his face, Vince is running Raw, he doesn't even come to SmackDown. I think Road Dogg has if it is true, Road Dogg has freaking killed it on SmackDown. He's made it probably the best show 9 times out of 10. It's better than Raw each week.
Yes,
definitely. I just think SmackDown whole is just doing a phenomenal job over there with the women's division, with using Breezango still, which you were wondering with New Day coming in how much they would use them still, but
no, Ty was tonight.
That was awesome. Not trying to go over it, but I just think the SmackDown creative team has been doing a phenomenal job.
Okay. Well, Dave on his laying the SmackDown segment, props to the SmackDown creative. You don't see that very often. So pretty good take. I think mine, slaying the SmackDown segment. Thank you for the hearts again. I can't repeat myself enough. The hearts are very much appreciated. Is this the Raw? This Enzo and Cass feud, or not feud, but storyline is excellent. I think they're playing it off. Got to go to dinner. Oh man, have a good one, Architect. Check out the replay whenever you can, man. Appreciate you coming in here and dropping in. This Enzo and Cass storyline has been absolutely fantastic. Even if they are possibly breaking up, which I really don't want to see yet, I think it's kind of rushed a little bit. I like how they're playing it off, and I'm very, very interested to see where this leads up to. Now that Lana is back, how much longer till Rusev comes back? Man, I don't know. They kind of teased him coming back, and then all of a sudden you haven't heard from him. So I don't know. Have you guys touched on Elias Sampson? Dude has great heat. He has probably one of the most, other than Roman Reigns, he probably gets the most heat on Raw. Wouldn't you say, Dave?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Just because he sings and then obviously trashes your hometown. So, I mean, props to Elias Sampson. I never thought he would be this over and this good and on the main roster. He was a joke on NXT.
Yeah, I didn't like him on NXT hardly at all. The CM Punk look, the guitar look. I personally still think he should use the guitar as a weapon.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't. I honestly am. Yeah, well, Vince is a big on big cast, so it doesn't surprise me that they are breaking them up. It doesn't surprise me that they're breaking them up. It's more, I'm surprised they're doing it so quickly. Like, they didn't even win the tag titles yet. I figured they'd win the tag titles at least once and then possibly break up. What's up with Ty? Dude could be doing big things.
Yeah,
I agree. I don't know what they're doing with him, honestly. He wasn't on SmackDown this week or last week, I don't believe. So I'm not sure when the last time he's actually been on SmackDown. I can't remember. But let's touch on SmackDown. The big news tonight is John Cena is returning. I know it's early, but Elias is my Royal Rumble favorite. All right, I'm going to write you down for that, Panama Zach. And please message me on Twitter.
It's really early. It's June.
It's early, but if you call it now, I will remember this, and I will tell Cena.
I think the odds-on favorite to win the Rumble next year is probably Roman Reigns.
Oh God, yeah, he's always the odds-on favorite.
I'm just saying, simply if the rumors stay true, which it seems like they might now, that it could be Brock and Reigns next year, and the only way that could really be if Reigns wins the Rumble.
Oh yeah, that's true. John Cena is returning tonight. I'm not tonight. On the 4th of July episode of SmackDown Live. Fitting, I guess. I guess maybe he goes after U.S. title. Maybe he goes after Jinder Mahal. We shall see what happens when he actually comes back. My question to you, Dave, are you? I guess I don't want to say, do you miss John Cena? There is a rumor that John Cena will become the 17-time champion at the next Royal Rumble. Possible. Not that you miss John Cena, but more, are you actually happy to see him back?
Yeah, I'm happy to see someone. I guess you could say Cena is kind of like SmackDown's Brock Lesnar in a way.
This is Cena.
You know, I guess Cena's like Brock, I guess.
Right.
Or he's a part-timer, so and SmackDown, I'm not saying they need him, but I mean it's nice to have someone on the back burner like Raw does, you know. They have Brock on the back burner they can always bring in to do a feud with somebody to help out the ratings. You know, and unlike Cena, he's not the champion. Thank God he's not. Because then you'd have that champion off TV, but yeah, I mean, Cena's popular. People like Cena. You know, he's good. Kids love him. Girls like him, I guess.
And the one thing that you can say with SmackDown is they had steady ratings while he was gone. They didn't really like decline or anything while he was gone.
Yeah, it can only help.
So I mean, he's just gonna like Dave said, it's just gonna help them boost the ratings up. It shows you that SmackDown obviously doesn't need John Cena, but he does help SmackDown. I respect John Cena. He's been doing it for over 2 years. But the problem, my God, is that he needs to be heel. Yeah, I think everybody has.
I've been saying that for years. That's.
Yeah, I think everybody has. I think everybody says the same thing, that they want to see John Cena turn heel.
More now than ever. You really could, just because he's only there part time, kind of. You know, big shows. Big pay-per-view coming up for him. So, yeah. I mean, I think you could turn him heel more now, more Hollywood Cena if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. I respect Cena. A lot of people respect Cena for what he does. So, that is news there. John Cena will be coming back in a month on the 4th of July. Money in the Bank. We had the return of Lana. She finally made her debut on SmackDown Live tonight. She got involved in the 6-women tag match between the competitors. 1,000 hearts, man. Appreciate all the hearts, man. Are very much appreciated. Thank y'all very much. She got involved in the 6-women match with the competitors in the Money in the Bank and Naomi. And then Naomi ended up getting pissed off and wants a match with Lana at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. All right.
The titles.
I know it's early, Is it too early to give Lana a loss, especially after her first singles match?
I don't think she's winning it. No. So I
Okay.
guess that's what they're doing. I don't think she's gonna win the title. If she did, I would be shocked. But hey, you never know. Maybe they want to go that route. And the crowd went big time when the Shane kicked her out of the ring. The crowd popped big time. They're
Yeah.
like, we want Lana.
I predict that Charlotte will win the Money in the Bank match. Okay. Well, all these predictions, if hopefully you guys will be joining us next week, we'll be doing our preview show. We'll be doing our Money in the Bank predictions, giving our predictions of the other matches as well. And it's also going to be our warm-up show before our 1-year anniversary show. So we appreciate everybody coming in here. We got a total of 67 viewers tonight so far. So we appreciate that very, very much. So Lana and Naomi going one-on-one at Money in the Bank for the women's title.
Surprise people because she really hasn't had a match on TV. But I mean, the way they're degrading her wrestling skills, she could really shock the world and she could beat Naomi.
I'm not really sure how she's doing. But let's see how she does, and hopefully she'll surprise some people.
Well, I know when they were doing the Total Divas thing, they did show kind of like Brie Bella was actually the one training her to wrestle. So we'll take that with a grain of salt if you think Brie's any good at wrestling. So I mean, she was the one who was actually training her. So
no, I'm not famous. I wish I was. We're just a wrestling podcast. Let's see. Is there anything else to touch on SmackDown tonight? We had a good match between Styles and Ziggler. Styles won. Nakamura, first time ever against Kevin Owens. Good match. What's up from Wells?
I hated it though. I didn't hate the match. I hated what they're doing to Kevin Owens with it a little bit though. I mean, it's like he hasn't won a match on SmackDown really, except for beating Jericho.
Yeah, he's been taking some losses.
I mean, Nakamura hasn't lost at all, and he's just beating. He's beating everyone.
He isn't gonna lose, and I'm gonna tell you right now. You should start a YouTube channel reviewing the show. It's kind of like we have a YouTube channel. It's called Get the Tables Podcast.
We're on YouTube right now.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube right now. What about Mojo Rawley? Tough break for him. I wonder if they're gonna turn him heel.
How funny is that though? A matter of a few months, Mojo Rawley went from throwing Jinder Mahal out of the Battle Royal to Jinder Mahal become WWE champion. Mojo barely making it on TV.
Yeah,
I mean just a couple months, everything changes.
When is Zack Ryder coming back? I'm not really sure. They haven't really had an update on him. I'm gonna assume maybe next year.
Well, he's doing a YouTube thing on the YouTube account where it's like Ryder's true comeback story or something like that.
Mike Chioda deserves to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Why not? Mike Chioda, the referee.
I never heard of him.
Mike Chioda, he's the one that did the. I think it was doing the Styles match with
Mike Chioda.
Yeah,
okay. I was sure.
Mike Chioda.
Charles Robinson does too.
Yes, yeah, too. Those two guys definitely should be in. Let's see, is there anything else? But not really. Baron Corbin gets over on Nakamura at the end of the show, so probably expect Nakamura versus Baron Corbin next week on the Go Home show of SmackDown. We had the Fashion Files, great episode of the Fashion Files, where New Day got involved in it. I mean, the Fashion Files, man, unbelievable. Like I said, they should just do a 5 or 10 minute little show of the Fashion Files every week, with them getting into this stupid wrestling type of silly situations.
I gotta talk about that too. That was part of the whole SmackDown creative was genius how they did the poster board. And you had Enzo Amore out of our jurisdiction. I was just cracking up for that. That was great.
Where's America Alpha? That is a great question.
Is that Justin Astor? No, because that's a great question.
No, that's another American Alpha fan. Where is American Alpha? They haven't been on in a long time. Is there a possible injury that we don't know of?
I think it comes down to. I think they fall into the same category as Ty Dillinger. where it's like SmackDown has so little time and so little, they have so little time on TV. They only got 2 hours, and everyone thinks Raw is 3 hours is way too much, but at least Raw gets the amount of people they need to get on TV, really. And SmackDown always doesn't. People get left out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that not everybody can be used on SmackDown because of the lack of time that they actually are given, but the lack of time that they actually are given is what makes SmackDown so great.
Yeah, because SmackDown gives the women probably most of the show half the time. Half the time the women are getting a good portion of the 2 hour show. So
Thank you, Paul.
if you give the women's division like 20 minutes out of a 2 hour show, I mean, and then you give your tag champions and whoever's, and you have the Fashion Files, you have Nakamura, AJ Styles, Jinder Mahal. You got to put him on TV because he's the champion. I mean, there's only so little time. SmackDown doesn't even have a secondary show like Raw does, main event, so they're really screwed.
Yeah, good point, Panama Zach. Good point. So yeah, SmackDown next week will be the go home show before Money in the Bank. So we will be live right after SmackDown Live ends. We'll be giving our Money in the Bank preview. We'll predict who will win the Money in the Bank for both the men and women's side. Right now, I can definitely tell you 100% that Nakamura will not win the Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm going to tell you that now. That's my 100% guarantee that Nakamura will not win the briefcase.
Oh, 100%.
100% guarantee you that Nakamura. I haven't read nothing. No spoilers, nothing, no dirt sheets. I think there's no way Nakamura is winning that Money in the Bank.
Wow.
Yeah. He's gonna be undefeated for a while. I think he's gonna be undefeated for quite some time. And he could take a loss in the Money in the Bank. It don't hurt him because he's not getting pinned or nothing. So
do you see a heel winning this?
I 100% see a heel winning this. I don't think it's. I will touch more of it next week, but I can tell you right now, 100% it will not be Nakamura. I just have that. It's not going to be Nakamura.
Does someone cost Nakamura the match instead of a feud with like that?
Maybe, possibly, or I just think that I don't know. I just don't think he's going to win. I just think it's going to be someone else. I just have a feel. I just don't think it's going to be him. But we'll touch more of that next week. AJ KO don't need it. They don't. Owens will win. Yeah. So all you guys giving y'all's predictions tonight. I hope you guys will be with us next week when we do our preview show of Money in the Bank. Also, we wanted to announce that we are going to announce a new show coming next weekend. Yes, next week is our preview show. Next weekend, we'll be doing a new show. It's for mostly TNA Impact fans. I'm not sure if there's any Impact fans in here. TNA ass corner. But it's more of our YouTube viewers. That's how we got going mostly. It's more, as I don't have the channel, Dave does. He's going to be discussing Impact Wrestling, about 10 minutes of what's going on in Impact Wrestling, what's the feuds, what's interesting him, what's he absolutely hate. And we're going to test it out next week and see how it goes on Periscope. If it doesn't do so good on Periscope, we're going to just keep it mainly on our YouTube account. How are they still in business financially? Are they affording to I mean, Jeff Jarrett took over, so it's all Jeff Jarrett.
Company. They own TNA basically now. They own a network in Chicago and Canada.
Yeah, so they're owned by. They're alive because Dixie sold the company. That's the only reason why. So that's what happened. What happened to Global Force? Global Force is taking over Impact Wrestling. They might as well just call it Global Force Wrestling.
They're doing a lot of tournaments where they're going back and forth a little bit. Like Del Rio or Alberto El Patron is the new Global Force champion. And he'll be taking on Lashley at Slammiversary for the title, I guess.
Yeah, so if you are interested in Impact Wrestling and want to talk more with us, join us next weekend around Saturday afternoon or so. Or you can check out the replay if you'd like, and we'll touch TNA's garbage. They only have a few good wrestlers. That's it. Hey, that's fine. If y'all are Is that if that's just y'all's opinions? Y'all don't have to check out the show. It's just kind of expanding our our show a little bit, touching on another company. That's all. Also, next week or next weekend, I should say, is our 1 year anniversary show, and I will be doing a giveaway. First time seeing you here on Periscope. Glad I came across your channel. Appreciate that, man. Hit that follow button. We'll be live next week. I also think Samoa Joe and Lesnar are going to be a good match. Oh, it's going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be a brawl.
Oh, yeah.
Next Sunday night is our 1 year anniversary show. It's a big show for us. We never thought we would actually be here for 1 year. Did this kind of out of the blue kind of thing. We hit it pretty well a couple of times. We've hit some down spurts, of course, because you know how Raw and SmackDown have been for a while, for the last couple of months, and appreciate those follows, man, really, and the hearts tonight. And it got going. We got more people coming in here, like the Architect, like Panama Zach, Texas Kid for Life, Almighty, all these guys coming in here, chit chatting along with the other people coming in here. They're like our Get the Tables family. I guess we can call them the Get the Tables Nation, you want to call it that. We also do, like Panama Zach said, we do NFL Pick'em shows for you NFL fans. We do NFL Pick'em shows. Last year Dave won, so we'll be doing that again coming up this year. But yeah, it's a huge show for us coming up this Sunday. So if everybody here has followed us and here tonight, please join us next Sunday night. I'll be doing a giveaway. We'll be doing a crate, WWE Loot Crate giveaway. Panama Zach won one. I haven't sent it out I've just been busy, but I had to send one to Panama Zach, and we'll be giving away another one. So if you guys are interested and want to win it, y'all got to be here next week for it. I got to at least see all these names at least in the show next Tuesday night, or at least on the replay, man, to know that y'all are serious fans. Because I don't want to leave out guys like Panama Zach, Texas Kid for Life, all these other guys that come in here, the Architect, that come in here every week and support our channel and not give them some sort of appreciation. What else is there to touch on? Anything else, Dave? James Storm fans. Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame is going to induct him. That's the rumor going around, if anybody's interested in that. Also, one more rumor I read online is that Hideo Itami's contract is up at the end of the year, and that he is thinking about going back to Japan. Quick, 30 seconds, Dave. Would you be upset for him leaving, and do you call his run in NXT a failure?
If he leaves, yeah, I would call it a failure because he didn't really do anything. But I mean, I hope he stays, but I mean, I hate to see him go back to Japan, but I would understand why he would. I mean, yeah, I think you would have to call it a failure because he didn't really do anything, and the injuries just kind of
guys prone. Yeah.
That I heard about NXT is that Gunner and Thea Trinidad, Austin Aries' girlfriend, just the names that I know from TNA, have both signed contracts with NXT from what I'm hearing.
How long until we see Oscar get brought up and have end of her streak? I think NXT Brooklyn will be the end of her streak. Kenny Omega, I don't think we'll see in WWE anytime soon.
Adam Cole, more likely.
To touch on your point, Gunner in NXT can be good. I think Gunner in NXT is great. Thea Trinidad is, I think, more obviously I don't know if she's going to be actually on the show. Maybe she's there to help the women, maybe.
Well, they said she was in when they did the last tape.
The tournament, I'm assuming, as well.
She was ringside as the new talent corp. They how they usually focus on the new talent who's sitting ringside. She was one of the new recruits that was just sitting there. They didn't show her on the camera, but from what I've seen online is that she was one of the people who were sitting front row as the new recruits coming into NXT.
Oh, okay. Someone asked, Panama Zach asked, what show should Rude go to? I think we're all going to say SmackDown. But I think he'd thrive on any show, but he'll probably most likely go to Raw.
I think
likely.
If I don't see him leaving anytime soon, but I mean, this has to be down the line, really down the line, because I think NXT can't afford to lose anybody right now, honestly.
No, no.
If you compare it to NXT right now to NXT, what, about a year ago when you had Joe and Nakamura feuding? I mean, that was way better than what we have right now in NXT.
Velvet
I like, I like Rude, but man,
the Velvet.
last year Nakamura and Joe was a hot feud.
I remember when I was 11 and watched wrestling. Hey, well, if you don't watch it anymore, I don't blame you. But hey, we're a life longer, so we always will watch it forever and ever. No one thinks Rude will lose at Brooklyn. I don't think he will either. I'm not sure. Who's he gonna face?
McIntyre? Is that where they're going?
Probably McIntyre, maybe. We'll see.
I think unless they bring someone else up, but
McIntyre,
unless they're gonna
great feud though. I think I'm looking forward to.
I'll tell you what, dude, I wouldn't mind on NXT, even though we've seen it in TNA a bunch. I would not mind Eric Young and Bobby Roode.
Oh no, I want to see Roderick Strong get a push. I think Strong will get a push. You know it's fake, right? Really? I had no idea. So appreciate the views though. The views going up. Appreciate it. Helps our stream, helps our podcast grow more of an audience. So appreciate you. Hit the follow button if you want too. We talk wrestling every week, even though it's fake. We appreciate it.
Still real to me, damn it.
Right, still real to me, damn it. Rude versus AJ Styles. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So fake, it's fixed, get it right. Yes, obviously. I mean, it's just like goddamn watching a movie in a movie theater. Watching a movie, it's fake.
What's the difference than watching a TV show or a movie and enjoy it? Hey, you know that's not real, right? They're not really killing. He didn't really die.
Right.
Negan didn't really kill Glenn. I'm sorry. So spoiler alert. My bad.
Zombies aren't really roaming the earth, right now. I mean, Jesus. I mean, like, you can't have you're not allowed to have an outlet of other things that other people may not like. Because
so if we were doing a movie or a TV show review right now,
we were doing a fucking Game of Thrones review,
and someone came in here and said, it's not real, right? It's like, what?
Really? There's not really dragons. Really? I had no idea. I mean, seriously, man. Bray Wyatt's not really disappearing and going away. No shit. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, we're not stupid. We just enjoy what we watch. We're entertained. And if you have a problem with it, then why the hell do you even come in here? For what? For me to get upset? Because you're not going to upset me. I've heard worse things called to me about being a wrestling fan. And two, I can just block you. I mean, like, what's the point?
Wrestling fans.
If you're just gonna come in here again and say the same shit, you're just boosting my view count up. So I mean, I just appreciate it. I mean, if anything, you're just boosting my views up. So I thank you. Will Ember Moon be the one to dethrone? I think so.
I think.
Oh wow, okay.
I don't see her losing at all.
Yeah, she may just say, hey, you know what? There's no more competition here. I'm moving up. I'm getting the hell out.
Called up and still be champion and just forfeit the title like Paige did.
That's a good point. Yeah. I never even thought about that. I forgot Paige never lost the title. She just forfeited it. That's a good point. Good point.
He took it from her, but yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So that's going to pretty much wrap up tonight's show. Went a bit longer than I thought. Wanted to do a little bit of a quick show. But we went longer than we thought. Everybody watches 205 Live here. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, so no spoilers. I'm not sure who won the match yet, so please do not spoil it yet, if you don't mind. I want to watch the match and see who won. I think Neville probably obviously wins, but I want to at least see the match. So we'll be live next Tuesday night right after SmackDown Live. Mostly will be a Money in the Bank pay-per-view show touching on Money in the Bank, who we think may win, stuff like that. And then Sunday night of next week, we'll be live. Will be our 1-year anniversary show, Loot Crate giveaway. I may even take phone calls if you guys are interested in taking some phone calls. If y'all guys want to pop on here, and have some stuff y'all want to talk about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, y'all are more than welcome to jump on here and chit-chat with us. Last year, we had B. Apter come up here, the son of, oh, God, I can't think of his dad's name. Bill Apter. Bill Apter. He came on here. His son came on here, chit-chatted wrestling with us for about 20, 30 minutes. It was actually really cool. He pops in here in the channel every now and then. We want to try to get his dad on here eventually someday. That would be huge for our show. But thank you for all the follows. I mean, I never seen so many hearts in one broadcast for us, so we appreciate that. We were live on Twitter. On Twitch as well. So if you have Twitch, we're on Twitch as well. I'm always down to talk wrestling. Hey, so are we. We are on Twitter as well at Get the Tables. It's GETDA Tables on Twitter. If you please follow us on Twitter. We finally got over the 200 follower mark on Twitter. The Homie the Clown 24 one I'm on right now currently is my current Twitter account. It's the one that we've been at. Is wrestling really an actual sport, or is it more acting? I'm not sure how to answer that question. I'm both.
Sports entertainment.
It's both, I guess.
It's more into the entertainment realm because it's not a competition.
You got to be pretty damn athletic to do some of the things that they do.
Yeah, they're not just stuntmen. Oh, basically, you could consider they are stuntmen in a way, but yeah, because they choreograph all the moves they do. It's choreographed.
Right.
But there's risk in what they do, and that's not they're not just jumping on a trampoline.
Yes. Let's clarify this before we end the show tonight. I've seen the American wrestling, and it just seems fake. What? Jesus. All right, let me just clarify this, because I know we're getting trolls in here, especially on Periscope. Look, everybody in here in the chat room, me and Dave, or I should say Dave and I, we know wrestling's fake. We know that they don't really punch each other in the face, all right? Maybe sometimes they do on accident, but for the most part, everything is choreographed. They go over these moves hours before the show starts. They know what they're doing out there. We know that. We know it's not real. But it entertains us. It's just like going to the damn movies and watching, Braveheart or whatever other movies that are out currently, Superman, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's not real, but you're going to go out there and pay $8 for a movie ticket and go and see it. So, why come in here and hate on people who watch something that you may not like? That's like me going into something that you don't like and bashing you for it. Different opinions, different strokes for different folks. It's like, is that what the saying is? If you don't like wrestling, fuck it. So what? You don't like wrestling. I'm not going to hate you for it. Oh, well. Wrestling is basically a male version of soap opera. Right. Exactly. That's what everybody compares it to.
Yeah, it is. It's drama. It's action. Suspense. You might not like the in-ring action.
Not wrestling much in the UK. That's hard to believe because UK has some fantastic wrestling. So
really? Yeah. Just watching that takeover match we talked about. It's on here. It's on Tony's.
Catch you next week. Thank you.
Dunn and Tyler Bates. Man, that match that was some old school wrestling right there.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the spot fest wrestling we see today. A lot of. I'm more of a huge fan of actual technical wrestling. There's some I like actual slow pace matches, and people will probably hate it. People today.
Yeah, people today. You might not be catching it at the right time or something, but UK has fantastic wrestlers. Fantastic.
I guarantee you, today's wrestling fans would probably call it boring during the Michaels and Bret Hart Iron Man match. Today's fan would think it was boring.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to wrap up tonight's show. We went pretty long tonight, so we thank everybody for coming in here tonight. We will be live next Tuesday right after SmackDown Live, Money in the Bank preview show, and then Sunday night we'll be live again. You trolls don't know how to troll well. Pretty much, right. What are they going to say that hurt my feelings? That I have a nasty beard and wrestling's fake? Yeah, I'm going to go cry in the corner. Jesus. All right. Anyways, thank you, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming in here. Thank you for all the hearts tonight. I mean, I've never seen so many hearts going at it tonight. We had over 136 viewers tonight. Absolutely crazy for a freaking SmackDown and Raw review show. Thank you. We've been killing it in lately. Our last video had over 100 views. This one over 100 views. So thank you guys for that. Remember, follow us if you want to watch us next weekend. If you want to be part of that giveaway, you got to be a follower. Remember that. And
follow the buzzards.
Follow the buzzards, as they say. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday. NBA Finals prediction. It's looking like it's going to be a damn sweep. More than likely. As much as I hate
in Cleveland, no one cares.
Right. As much as I hate to say it, it's going to probably be Warriors in 4. But
I'll tell you what, the Stanley Cup Finals looks freaking interesting as hell right now.
Hockey looks good. Always hockey. So thank you, everybody, for coming in here. You guys have a great one, and see you guys next week.
Damn, I don't think we got